We don't play like this at all anymore. Yeah, that's really interesting. I haven't heard this version for a long, long time. And I've learned to sing full voice in this range. Things have changed quite a bit. We go out on stage now, we do it, it's got more of a, sort of a little bit of a Latin thing, and also almost New Orleans sometimes. Yeah, Brian and I were really into our keyboard stuff at this time. All of the Prophet 5 stuff was the hip keyboard of the day. We were at the end of recording this album, and we had and I had got this song only like about a week before, and it started with that chorus, that I Believe bit, and I like that part, but when the verses, this stuff we just heard, here, this is the chorus. The other stuff, I wrote 3 completely different versions of it, not just the lyric, not just the melody, not just the chords, the whole works, completely different. And it was all just to get the verse to lie down enough so that the chorus could stand up. And yeah, it was an interesting songwriting process, you know, because I was just still learning songwriting. And the bridge. But I knew all these changes because when I was a kid, I started by playing jazz and you know, the Great American Songbook, like that's what you did for a gig, right? You'd play a lounge, weddings and bar mitzvahs, and you'd play all that kind of music like Misty and Sunny Gets Blue and all that kind of stuff. And so all these changes, the chord changes, like I was totally conversant with this stuff. I ran into one problem though. That I believe. When I recognized it, and I went, where have I heard that before? I know that from somewhere. And then I finally figured out where it was from. And it scared me, and I thought, oh geez, I wonder if that's plagiarism. And so what I did was, I played it for a bunch of people. I'd play it for them, and I'd go, so what do you think? They go, oh, that's good. I said, like, sound familiar to you? Maybe. And I'd say, well, what's it sound like? I don't know. And then I'd go, da, da, da. Where's that from? Where you know that? What about Billy Joel? Honesty. And they'd go, oh yeah, it does a little bit sound like that, right? So, but I realized, you know, from the way people responded that it did not sound to them like a copy. It didn't sound like to them like I'd lifted it. And that, you know, in songwriting, in our culture, there's that fine line, you know, between, it's got to sound familiar. If it doesn't sound familiar, people are not going to feel, well, they're not going to feel like they know it. It's not going to feel like a friend to them. It should sound familiar, but it has to be unique too. So I was just trying to work around that, and it was an interesting process trying to figure that out.